The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate. Everything you buy, the question is, do you want a warranty with that? I hate that question. But when it comes to buying a house, do you want a warranty with that? It's all just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate.
Your debt does not have to control your life. You have the power to potentially lower or even eliminate your debt. I'm attorney Justin Clark. Call me now for a free consultation or visit youhavepower.com and take back control of your financial life.
You Have Real Estate is proudly sponsored by Renewal by Andersen, your full-service window and door replacement company. Learn more at rbafla.com.
Welcome to You Have Real Estate, brought to you by my great friends at Renewal by Andersen. I am your host, Justin Clark. A wonderful show in store for you today, but first, the opening statement. I talked to a lot of you out there who are looking to buy a house, whether it's your first house you've ever purchased or upgrading or even downsizing. And the question I get asked a lot is, what are some things I should be looking for in that house to make sure I'm not going to run into problems in the future? And also, as a follow-up to that, you ask me, should I get the home warranty on that house I'm about to purchase? Those are great questions, very important questions, and we're going to answer by asking real questions. Every weekend here on the program, we ask real questions to the truly trend-setting people in Central Florida's real estate community. Kick it off today, my good buddy, still new father, Tai Phan is here. Tai, how are you, bro?
Hey, bud, it's good to see you. You look good.
I don't look good. I've been on vacation. You always know when I've been on a little vacation because I'm a little tan. And normally you'd like that, but I come back fat as well. Like if I eat too much, it goes right to my cheeks.
You give yourself too much of a hard time, man.
I'm nice and tan, but also chubby. That's how you can always tell when I've been on vacation. It's those two things. How you been, man? Good to see you.
Doing good. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on the show.
So you work with a lot of buyers, sellers as well, of course, but you work with buyers also. And there are some pitfalls that I think that buyers should look out for when they're going to purchase a house. What are some things structurally in that house that they need to be aware of before purchasing it?
Well, I mean, it's really up to your agent to really pinpoint it out. But I think the key thing is having an inspection report ready to rock and roll, right? So we can only see what we can see from our naked eye, and we're not, and us agents, and obviously the buyers themselves, we're not trained to look at things that's not visible to the naked eye. So the inspection report is always something that we recommend doing. They'll check in from structural damage, from pipings to floorings to roofing, everything, the whole 9 yards.
And roof comes up a lot as well. How important is the roof in getting that transaction closed?
It can be a deal breaker sometimes too, because some of the people that are looking for homes now, they can't get qualified for a new build, so they have to go resell. And some of the resales, they have older roofs. And it's very important because the lifespan of a roof is about 15 to 20 years, depending on what we've had these past years with hurricanes or floods or things like that. So it's really important to make sure that the roofs sound good. If it's not, then we have to negotiate to get a new roof for you.
We hear a lot about insurance coverage in the state of Florida recently. Are you oftentimes seeing insurance become a problem when it comes to buying or selling real estate?
I would say that in early onsets, it was an issue because insurance companies doesn't want to insure a home that has a bad roof or an old roof because it's almost a liability for them. But because of the new laws that passed through the state of Florida, and they're not allowed to deny because of an older roof, but we still are seeing some insurance companies are giving some type of pushback in regards to that.
Let's say you're working with the buyer, okay, and they roll in. We live in Florida, it's hot. If you just were outside, you would know that. And the air conditioning unit is like 10 years old. What do you tell your buyer in that situation?
In this situation, you have to prepare your buyers for any circumstances, whether that be potential negotiations or you buying a brand new AC unit yourself. The inspection report will tell you that, the lifespan is between 15 and 20 years on the AC units, and they'll always recommend have the seller replace the AC unit or save up to have the unit replaced. So in that case, I always say prepare to have it replaced, but it's my duty to try to negotiate it into the deal.
Yeah, and your duty really is to negotiate, of course. You're not supposed to be on the roof yourself seeing what's going on there. And maybe there are times where agents go a little too far in their recommendations. I think what you're telling me is do a solid and really exhaustive inspection and see what's going on with that house before you buy it.
It's a must. It's a must. To not do one, it's not a good thing.
So my philosophy on life is don't buy warranties. You go to Best Buy and you buy a $200 something, and they're like, do you want to get a warranty on it? And I almost think they're joking with me. I'm like, of course I don't want a warranty. It was $100 what I just bought.
Yeah.
You can buy a warranty for anything these days. I always say no. However, I purchased a new house maybe 9 months ago, and I did get the home warranty, and thank goodness I did. I literally have filed like 3 claims under this home warranty company, and honestly, they've covered all of them, which is somewhat surprising to me. What are your feelings about a home warranty?
No, I think your sentiment is actually spot on. When it comes to homes, it's a must. You know, when you think about, and speaking of talking about AC units and heaters, if they're on the verge of their lifespan, it's nice to have that protection.
Yeah.
So, I mean, think about it, a warranty is you pay one deductible like car insurance. If it goes out, you pay a $50 deductible, $100 deductible, depending on the plan, and you get a brand new unit. And it's that simple.
Yeah. I'm a big supporter of home warranties these days, just from my own experience, really. What are you seeing out in the market right now? Up, down, staying the same? What are you seeing?
I would say it's getting slightly better. I think people are coming to the realization that this interest rate's not going nowhere. The 6 to 7 is here to stay. So we're starting to see more inventory coming into the market. Not much, but more inventory because people are realizing they have to sell. They're not going to wait.
Yeah, got it. You have a listing I'd like to see here on the program. I think we struggled to pronounce it last time you were here.
I did too.
Derek Moser, I want you to put this one on the screen here. What is the address of this property?
So the address is actually 3355 Lake Tahoe Peak Aligar Road, St. Cloud. I got it this time, baby. I got it this time.
You see why I threw it over to him? I threw it over to Ty to say it. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm very excited to bring this very excited to bring Orlando this captivating property. It's in St. Cloud, like I said. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath residence that spans across 2,086 square foot. It's a thoughtfully designed split floor plan. And just behind the property is a massive patio with room for outdoor living and eating furniture. But as you approach this property, you'll be greeted with a very lush countryside as this property sits on a 1-acre lot.
Wow.
You know, but Justin, what truly sets us apart is that this property is only 3 minutes away from Lake Tahoe. There's actually a dock right there 3 minutes away from your front footsteps. So, you know, whether you're envisioning hosting gatherings in a spacious living area or enjoying serenity evenings with a porch on the countryside and the backdrop, every corner of this home has been meticulously designed for a life of luxury and leisure. In addition to that, this property has no HOA. So, meaning that this is a great investment opportunity.
I like it. If you would like to see that property right now, Ty will show it to you this weekend, 407-205-0400. Tai Phan, Cadence Lifestyle Real Estate, killing it as always, buddy. Have a great summer.
Good to see you.
Come back and see us soon.
Likewise.
Here's what we will do, a very quick break. When we return, You Have Real Estate continues. Do you have allergies? Do your children have allergies? Well, at least you know in your home you are safe from allergies, right? No, you're not. The windows in your home can be giving allergies a major boost to your family, and this is very scary. Dan Brigman's here, Renewal by Anderson. You think when you're in your house, you're safe from all this outdoor stuff. But you're not.
You're absolutely right. You think so, but what we've learned is as the season gets warmer and these allergies start to come out, what also happens is our AC runs a lot more, right? When your AC runs, remember, there's a return in the house. It's sucking air from somewhere. If you have broken seals in your window, that pollen, those allergenic, anything can be pulled through there, and the more that AC is running, the more those allergies that are coming into your home, and therefore you're waking up stuffed up.
Get your windows checked out. QR code is on the screen right now. You talk about AC, though. When I hear my AC running, I immediately think my electricity bill. Oh, my gosh, it's that time of year where I have to pay a ton of money to my electricity bill. Windows, though, contribute to that bill as well. 100%.
It's time to put a stop to the high energy bills. You have to. And there's a lot of other reasons to make the investment, but that's one of the biggest ones. What will happen is when you replace these windows, which equate to about 25% of the square foot of your home, that's a lot of glass. That's one whole wall of the house. All of that sun beating in, and on even the chilly days, that heat that you have inside going out, that will reduce your energy bill somewhere between the neighborhood of 20 and 30%. In most cases, will reduce that payment enough to pay for the windows themselves.
I love it, Dan. Thank you. Great job as always. Do yourself a favor. Check out your windows today with Renewal by Anderson.
Did you know that filing for bankruptcy can help you lower your mortgage or car payments or potentially help you eliminate your IRS or credit card debt? I'm attorney Justin Clark. If you find yourself living paycheck to paycheck, call me now or visit youhavepower.com for a free consultation.
Welcome back to the show. Every week, Viv takes us to your neighborhood, thanks to our great friends at Universal Roof and Contracting. Today, one of the 3 Ds in Volusia County, really 4 if you count Daytona Beach. Viv's in your neighborhood in Deltona, Florida.
Hi, we're in Deltona, Florida, and it sits just east of I-4 in North Orlando and about 25 minutes to downtown Orlando. Deltona borders Lake Monroe, the 8th largest lake in the greater Orlando area. Fishing and airboat tours are just some of the things that residents like to enjoy. Because of its affordability, it is the largest city by population in the county of Elisha. I heard a funny term the other day. It's a bedroom population. That means no one really works there. Their work needs are met outside of the area. This may have changed because an Amazon facility recently popped up there, bringing much needed jobs to the area. The median household income is about $80,000. The median home value in 2023 was $315,000. I visited the Deltona Arts Center for a comedy show not too long ago, the facility right behind me, and I was really impressed with its decor and spacious rooms. They use it for local musicians, authors, and other performers. They feature art exhibits showcasing local talent, and it can be rented out for events. Take a moment to remember fallen American heroes at the Deltona Veterans Memorial Museum. They have a cool AH-1 Cobra helicopter on display, and you can picnic at the Veterans Memorial Park. There are many opportunities to find affordable housing in this area, and with quick access to the beaches, it can be an excellent opportunity for families and retirees alike. Call me, Vivian Lehman, at 407-205-0400 if you want more information about Deltona and surrounding areas.
What should you do to prepare your home for hurricane season? And I think you have to look no further than your roof. The roof, the most important part of your house. Who better to ask than my good friends from Universal Roof and Contracting, Justin, Cory. What's up, guys? How are you?
Hey, man. Good.
I'm not trying to this isn't fear-mongering in any way, shape, or form, but we live in Florida. We're going to have rain every day no matter what, and likely have some storms. That roof can really do damage to your home if it's not in good shape. What can I do to prepare?
I mean, again, being proactive, that's what you have to do. Give us a call. We'll come out. We'll do a complimentary inspection, but we're going to identify some things, not only with your roof, but around your house as well. One of the things we love doing is pointing out other areas because we are general contractors. So if we see any siding issues, window issues, stucco cracks, chimney problems, these are all very common things that are happening that when storm season comes, it's a real issue. When there's no rain, things are out of sight, roof problems are out of mind. But once that does turn on, it'll turn on like a light switch, and it will not stop until about Halloween, and that's what's going to make our phones ring. It's going to keep us very busy, so being proactive, being on the front end of that, it allows us to do our job for you, which again is 100% complimentary, no cash out of your pocket for that advice.
Free evaluation of your roof right now to get prepared for hurricane season. QR code on the screen. Take out your phone, take a little picture there, and that will go directly to Justin and Cory. Or call the phone number on the screen, and I'll connect you with them directly. And the process for this inspection is different. It's straight up different at Universal Roof and Contracting. This isn't an aerial photo type of thing. You're going there to sit down at my table with me and my family and really legitimately tell me what I need to do.
Absolutely. It's why I love what I do so much is we actually build relationships, we build trust, we connect with people, we give honest assessments. And every roof is different. Every homeowner is different. You know, we find a lot of times that homeowners have kind of lived in denial about the brown spot in their ceiling, and you know, we're able to kind of coach them through. You mentioned, you know, fear. This is something people are afraid to have us come give them the news that they don't want to hear. But I think a lot of times we have resolutions. And on the other side of it, the homeowner feels better based on how we're trained and how our team you know, relates to people and connects with people on a real, you know, relationship type level, so that we're approaching things with integrity.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, the roof is in some ways like a human being, right? Sometimes someone just gets older and there are going to be issues that pop up. Other times with a young person, there can be signs and symptoms. And I think a roof is somewhat analogous to the human being. Look at age first. What age should my roof be before I start really thinking I need to get this inspected?
I mean, there's so many contributing factors to the longevities of roofs, but if your roof was installed correctly and everything for the most part was done correct, you're going to start wanting to look at the granule loss. So those granules are there to literally protect the asphalt on the shingle, which is in turn protecting your interior. Once you start seeing the black show up on your roof, it means the asphalt is exposed to the sunlight. It takes about a year or a season or two for that to get dry rotted out, and at that point you have a damaged shingle. So granule loss is a big thing. Look at your downspouts. A lot of times when it rains heavily, it'll wash off all those granules, it'll go through your gutter system, and you'll start piling up right there at your downspouts. Those are big telltale signs of you need to get a roof inspection looked at pronto, because it literally about 30% granule loss is about all it takes for things to really start affecting your home and your interior. Other things, you know, if you just start seeing it from a visual level on the ground, any curling of the shingles, lifting of the shingles, we always recommend have us out there. We know how to climb and walk it safely, and especially if your roof is older, you're stepping into the bear trap of potentially getting injured on your own roof.
Yeah, but there are a lot of things you can't see. And I'm not going to take my ladder and go up there and see it too, right?
Absolutely, and that's one of the reasons too. I mean, we actually get in attics. That's not so fun.
I imagine.
But we get in attics and we do roof inspections from the inside, the outside. We do video walkthroughs so that we can bring that down from the roof and present it to the homeowner and show them what we're seeing, you know, in real time and what's going on up there. And a lot of times, you know, as we've mentioned before, sometimes we get down and say, hey, things look great. You know, things look really good. Let's do this again in 6 months. Let's do this again a year, you know. And other times we have a game plan as to the proper next step.
Call these guys. I did. They did my roof, and I couldn't be happier. QR code is here on the screen. And again, it's hurricane season. If you do have a faulty roof, other bad things can happen to your house. What are some of the dangers of ignoring the roof issue?
Well, roof is there to protect. It's your biggest line of defense for your home. Once water intrusion happens, and sometimes it comes through areas that don't necessarily show up on the ceiling itself. So we're trained to be able to inspect through attic inspections and through just certain pipes and vents on the roof where water could be traveling within your walls and on your baseboards, things that you would never really consider. But mold only needs two things to grow, and that's heat and moisture. And a leaky roof will provide plenty of both, especially at the time of year we're heading into. So that's the biggest health concern. Otherwise, you know, you're looking at interior work that could have easily been avoided. Small problems on a roof have a way of snowballing into much larger investment, you know, even moving out of your house remediation type of stuff. So it's really nothing that should be ignored.
And it's universal roof and contracting for a reason. That makes a big difference, Cory. How does that help you and your customers?
Yeah, huge difference. Something we're really proud of. We're fully licensed general contractors. A lot of roofers will do the roof work and maybe they run into something that causes them to call timeout, and you have to bring a GC in. The good news is we can handle it all. We literally don't have to stop. We have a project manager who's on site that's going to be the liaison between what's happening on the roof and the homeowner, and they're going to come down and be able to talk to you and not only say, hey, this is what's happening, but here's how we can fix it, and we can do it now instead of having to wait.
Great job as always. I really do hope that you will have Universal Roof and Contracting come out to inspect your roof today. It costs you nothing, okay? They're going to get on your roof, they're going to sit down with you, and if you don't need a new roof, they're going to say you don't need a new roof. If you do need a new roof, they're going to say exactly why, how long it's going to take, not very long by the way, and work with you on some payment options as well if you don't want to stroke that one big check. Justin, Cory, great to see you as always. QR code is here on the screen, or call us today. Quick break. You Have Real Estate continues.
Have you been threatened by the IRS? You are not helpless. You have the power to fight wage garnishments and fight levies on your accounts. I'm Justin Clark. Call me now for a free consultation or visit youhavepower.com and take back control of your financial life.
It is getting hot outside, thankfully, in my house.
Our house. Oh, yeah. It's our house. It's not just
I
yours,
always forget.
buddy.
In our house, it is not hot because Old Ash connected us with Duquesne. Our house feels amazing right now. It was hot before. It was.
And now it's cool.
Now it's cool.
I like it cool.
But I think it's a little bit too cool because you do a lot of things that you're not supposed to do. Here are the do's and don'ts of your AC unit. Do not leave the air conditioner running at a very low temperature all day and night for you.
Yeah.
It's recommended that you leave the temperature between 76 and 78. I'm laughing
that's
because
hot.
you
That's
never
hot.
leave it at 76 or 78. I
not.
wake up in the middle of the night and I turn it up to where I hope you will forget the next morning to turn it back
I
down.
can feel it. So if that does happen, and let's say it's 78 in your house and you want to turn it down, don't do it drastically to cool the home faster. So if it's like a 78, don't turn it to 60 like I might do. The perfect temperature for your house is usually between 72 to 74. That's where I like it.
Or if it's at 72 and you're just angry, you turn it down to like 60.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable to me. But also, don't stop the regular maintenance. You have to make sure you properly maintain your air conditioning, change the filter every 3 months, or even call over a technician to check it out maybe once a year to make sure that the drainage is good, the gas levels, and all the components with your system are set for the long haul.
And don't obstruct the unit itself. So don't put your pickleball bag there, to just leave it. So literally let the unit be. Don't put any kind of thing that might be in the garage or decorations or anything of that nature inside of the unit.
What if I'm hiding from you to drink a beer in the garage or something
and
I stand right there? Does that count?
Don't sit down right in front of the unit, do it somewhere else.
And leaving doors open as well. I can't blame her for this one. We know not to leave the outside doors open. We get that. But ACs are designed to cool individual rooms in your home, so you want to close the doors in each room, and that's going to really affect positively your efficiency.
Perfect. So I'll be inside, you be outside.
I love it. And speaking of efficiency, remember that the Duquesne Link's inverter heat pump is the right choice for you with Quick Link inverter technology, and it's incredibly quiet with its feature of Quiet Link. To learn more about Duquesne, like we did, visit the website on the screen or visit them on Facebook today. Thank you, Duquesne. Welcome back to the show. We continue to talk about hurricane season. You're buying a house. You want to buy a good, solid house right now, or at least know what you're dealing with when you buy it. Joined by the first family of Ocala Real Estate, Ocala Realty World, Louis and Elisha Lopez. How are you guys? Good to see you.
Excellent.
You work with a lot of sellers. You do a lot of listings, but you work with a lot of buyers as well. When a buyer is looking for a house, what are some of the red flags in a house that they need to be aware of?
Well, definitely anything that's going to hinder them from passing their 4-point inspection for their homeowner's insurance.
Time out. I want to make sure we know what the 4-point is exactly. What is the 4-point? People are asking that question.
Yes, that's your roof, the AC, the water heater, and I guess their water source, the plumbing. So if they have a well or they have public water.
I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but I'd forgotten as well. I was like, I bet Elisha knows for sure. The 4-point, a very important inspection.
Yes, because you cannot get insurance unless those 4 things are all good.
Yeah. Louis, how important is the roof in the real estate transaction?
Well, it's everything. The roof makes the house last, or it can crumble the whole house. Yeah. So it's number one thing to build or to replace when it's needed.
Yeah. So let's say I'm buying the house and the roof is 20 years old. What do I say to the buyer or to the seller? Do I say you have to put on a new roof? Do I try to get credit for it? How does that negotiation go?
Well, so when I'm working with a buyer, obviously the roof is super important because of FHA, VA financing, any kind of financing. But I would always say, let's not make it a big deal until we get there, because sometimes the roof has enough life left that it will pass. And a lot of times agents will say, oh, no, it needs a new roof, and then the buyer doesn't even have a chance to get under contract and find out if it really does or not.
Yeah. I always think Ocala is such a beautiful part of Florida, a beautiful part of the United States, really. But something I wasn't thinking about, because a lot of people are talking about hurricane season now, Ocala seems to really avoid the hurricanes.
It's the best. We are so far in, I think an hour and a half or an hour and 45 minutes. By the time it hits the coast, either coast, but it gets to us, it's like a huge thunderstorm, 60, 70 miles per hour.
So let's see, very little HOA, the hurricanes don't get there, beautiful horse country.
Taxes.
Yeah, it is a great place to go. So when you're working with buyers right now who are moving to Ocala, what are some of the benefits that you tell them why you love Ocala, why it's a great place to buy?
There's just something in the air that we say, and that when we meet other people that have moved to Marion County from outside the area, that there's just something about it, the people are nicer. Not to say that there's not nice people, but it's just the energy. It's a little slower of pace. It's so funny when we hear people oh, the traffic is crazy, and you're coming from Miami. This is nothing. We're still moving. We're not at a standstill.
Yeah, and if you're looking to buy a home, sell a home up in the Ocala, Marion County area, I have a QR code on the screen right now. It will direct you directly to Elisha and Louis, Ocala Realty World. And look, it's a great place to live. It's more affordable, but it's also a great place to invest in real estate as well. A lot of people concerned about the stock market right now. They don't know if they should leave their money there. It's been going up a lot, but we have an election coming up. Talk about investing in Ocala real estate. What does that look like now?
I think it's one of the best places to put your money. And if you're going to take it out of the stock, put your money in real estate, because when we're supposed to have probably about 100,000 people moving to Ocala in the next 2 years. So the price that you're going to pay right now, even if you don't want to move into Ocala, but you can rent it, you're going to make tenfold by that time.
Yeah, and Airbnbs, we've talked to Elisha on the show many times. The Airbnb market in Ocala has gone crazy, but mostly because of the horse shows and horse country. It's a good thing to invest in real estate when you can rent it on Airbnb as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, anything within a 20-minute radius around the World Equestrian Center is super hot real estate. Everybody just wants the views, the scenery. People come and just spend the weekend, and then they end up wanting to buy.
Yeah. I don't blame them at all. And the HOAs are super intense in Orlando. I mean, the HOA here, they're crazy, all right? I mean, they're very aggressive, let's say. I feel like it's different in Ocala.
It is.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
We have more open space, and you can still get into a very nice subdivision with no HOA at all.
Yeah. Sometimes there's an HOA, but that's what they call it, but it's really deed restrictions. Like there's a property we just went under contract, and it has a $35 HOA annually. And then they're like, oh no, we have an HOA. I was like, it's okay, it's just $35 for the entire year.
I had a cheeseburger that cost that much the other day. $35 for the year?
Yes.
That's insane.
I know, it's just to keep the park clean.
Look, if you're looking to buy or sell, or looking to buy investment real estate, you need to check out Ocala, the whole Marion County area, even the county surrounding there, the villages, Levy County, a lot of great places that are, still feel a little bit untapped to me. It's a wonderful place to put your money for investing in real estate, and it's an area that's growing, and it's still going to continue to grow. What we can do is send you listings as they come up, send you pocket listings. You just need to download the QR code that's on the screen right now, or call us directly. I'll connect you with Louis and Elisha right away at 407-205-0400. What happens the rest of this year, you think, in Marion County real estate-wise?
Marion County is an attraction we're like a triangle. You got Orlando, Gainesville, and Tampa.
Right.
All these three, we are 40% below the value. So they come in and they buy. Everybody dies in Ocala.
I know. It's amazing. Well, excellent job as always, Elisha, Louis. I'll see you very soon. And that's true. 40%. The same house right here in Orlando, you can get 40% less in Ocala. It's pretty unbelievable. Thank you so much to all of our guests, our crew today. Thank you as always. Most importantly, thank you. We'll see you again next week for more You Have Real Estate.
Your debt does not have to control your life. You have the power to potentially lower or even eliminate your debt. I'm attorney Justin Clark. Call me now for a free consultation or visit youhavepower.com and take back control of your financial life.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.